I live and work in Melbourne and my mum lives in Adelaide. I used to live in Adelaide. So I've got the problem of having to fly over and back a lot as she becomes more and more dependent, and I'd like her to move to Melbourne, but she doesn't know that yet. So I'm trying to sort of strategise a way to get her into temporary care and get her used to the idea of being in a home, and then say, okay, well, I can visit you every day or at least a couple of times a week if you come to Melbourne, and if you live in Adelaide, you'll be sort of at home by yourself. She had a really bad episode about 6 or 8 months ago where the doctor changed her medication and she was completely unable to function and even form a sentence. And I was talking to her on the phone and she could hardly focus on what I was saying from one word to the next. And I knew there was a crisis going on, so we swung into action and we got people to look at her and assess her and change her medication. And that's when I knew that this was getting now to the stage where she needed proper treatment for dementia. Really exhausting. It's just full on. You're always dealing with it in some way or another. You're always making plans, organising things, waiting things to go pear-shaped, waiting for things to go belly up. I tried to get her into an exercise program. It took me so many phone calls to try and get her into an exercise class, and when she got there, they got her there early, there was nobody there, so they turned around and took her home again. There's so much to organise and so many things just fall into a heap if you're not there to supervise them yourself. So it's really, like, when I get home today, I'm going to make more phone calls about that exercise class and try and get her back again next week. And I have to phone her every day for 3 days before the class to make sure she remembers she's going to the class, so that when someone turns up, she's actually dressed and ready to go. So there's things like that. It's constant. It never stops.
To find out more about dementia, visit the Bupa Blue Room.